Hello and welcome to my channel. My name is Laura and this is Small Stuff Big Family. Today's video is part 4 of our series that we've been doing where my mom and I traveled across the Pacific Northwest. We drove from San Francisco back to St. Louis, Missouri, stopping at many beautiful places along the way. Today we are driving to Kalispell, Montana. Come along with us. Good morning. We ended up in Kennewick, Washington last night. We drove until about 11:30. There really was not much between Crater Lake, Oregon until we got to Kennewick. Like, there was almost nothing. We got to this one little spot finally where it was just like a couple gas stations and like a little roadside motel that was full. We checked just to see, but we ended up in a pretty nice hotel. It was like a brand new looking Comfort Inn in Kennewick, Washington. It was definitely a good place to stop for some much needed rest. And now we're headed up to Montana today. The good thing about driving so late last night is that we only have like less than a 6-hour drive today, so that's pretty doable. We should get to Montana early enough to do something. We're not 100% sure if we're staying in a town called Kalispell, so we're not sure if we want to just do something. Whoa, bumpy. We're not sure if we just want to do something like around the little town that we're staying in, or if we want to go into Glacier National Park for just a little bit tonight. I don't know. We'll see what we feel like when we get there. So like this eastern side of Oregon and Washington are definitely like, there's almost nothing to do over here except for drive. I mean, it's good for a road trip, like for just getting from one place to another, because the roads are fairly straight. They're nice roads. I mean, there's just not a lot of scenery. So anyway, that's today's plan. So I don't know, come along with us. Driving through Spokane, Washington. Looks cute. It's kind of hard because it's on, most of the city's on Mom's side, so. And then we're only at this point like less than 3 hours away from Kalispell, which is only like right on the outskirts of Glacier National Park. So I feel like the views are only going to get prettier from here on out. Welcome to Montana. We're there. Made it to Montana. Our first little stop in Montana is going to be at this little place right here. We're going to use the bathroom because we just got off of the interstate and we're headed like straight up north to Glacier National Park. I'm not 100% sure when the next bathroom opportunity that we're going to have will be. But we keep seeing these advertisements for huckleberry shakes.
Sounds good.
I don't know, it's the best shake ever, so we're going to get one. Definitely a cute little gift shop. They had like a little like mini casino in there, and then they had a restaurant. Actually, like a lot of like gift, like souvenir type, you know, options in there. And they have a lot. It's not just the shakes that are huckleberry, it's like everything. They had like lip balm, taffy, popcorn, brownie mix that you could buy and make at home. I don't know, it's pretty good. What'd you think? What'd you think about the shake?
Yeah, it's pretty good.
It's good.
It's I don't know what to compare it to. Sort of like a blueberry, but not.
That's what I was thinking, like a little bit like blueberry.
Yeah.
Must be a Montana thing, I don't know. But we're gonna head off, get going again. Probably the next time you see us will be in Kalispell. So we thought at first maybe the huckleberry thing was just like a gimmick for that one little road stop there, but it turns out that it is a Montana thing. It's a fruit that typically only grows well whenever it's in the wild, and so people have to harvest it wherever it lives naturally, which is primarily in the state of Montana in the Pacific Northwest. And so that's why you see huckleberry flavored just about everything anywhere you go in the state of Montana. It was pretty interesting. But I just loved driving through the state of Montana. It is absolutely gorgeous, especially on the western side of it where we are now. Just all the mountains and the hills and valleys, and I can see why they call it Big Sky Country. We finally found the bigger mountains. Headed straight for them. We made it. Well, we're at like the outer limits of the little city called Kalispell, Montana. And here's our hotel right here, the Quality Inn.
Right, then arrive at your destination.
We're gonna pull in and check into the hotel and then maybe go explore the little town a little bit and get some dinner. The town has such a cute little touristy small town vibe, similar to the feeling that you get when you're in Estes Park, Colorado or Eureka Springs, Arkansas. The downtown area was so cute and touristy, but like the town itself has a small town vibe from the people that actually live there. But you can tell that they get a lot of tourists in this area for sure. And the downtown area actually closes pretty early. We got there just a little after 6, I believe, and most of the shops were already closed or getting ready to close. So we decided we would just drive around downtown, and then there was a local state park called Lone Pine State Park that we wanted to go and visit. It gives you a beautiful overlook of the entire town of Kalispell with the mountains in the back, so that's where we headed next. We just kind of drove through the little historic downtown area. Most of the shops were closed, but this little Lone Pine State Park is one of the top things to do in Kalispell according to TripAdvisor. So I don't know, we're like at the top of a little hill here and it looks like it might have some good views. So we'll do this little walk down to the scenic overlook, and then I think we're gonna get some Mexican food because I'm getting hungry. Apparently it's called that because at one point in time, back in the 1900s, late 1800s, early 1900s, there really was just one pine. And horseback riders saw it and they wanted to come up to the top of the hill and see what was going on. We decided we're gonna go up here. See what the view looks like from the top. Oh wow. There's the little town of Kalispell. That was pretty. I don't know why, but I just love learning about the history of different places that I'm going to. I love reading all the little like signs that you see at state parks and just learning about like why that place is significant to people now. You know, why did we choose this particular land to preserve it? What's the history behind it? Thinking about the people that, you know, were there first, and even the people that came before them, like the Native Americans, and just what life would have been like for them. I don't know, I just get so wrapped up in my thoughts, and that's one of the reasons that I love hiking and exploring, is that you really do just get a chance to get kind of lost in your thoughts and just kind of embrace the natural beauty around us. Certainly they wouldn't have had this town to overlook, but you know, you just think about what it would have been like. I'm just gonna go ahead and say that based on the size of this tree, I'm taking a guess that this is the original lone pine that was up here. Out of the entire week-long road trip, Kalispell is the only place where my mom and I stayed for 2 nights in a row. So we actually had time after we explored the state park to go have a nice dinner at a sit-down Mexican restaurant instead of just grabbing food on the go like we had been doing. We even had time to go back to the hotel and sit at the pool and relax for a little while. It was a lot of fun, and it stays light out in Montana until 10 o'clock at night, I don't know if anybody knew that, but I had no idea. The next morning we got up bright and early and headed into Glacier National Park, but we're going to save that for the next video. Give the video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and subscribe if you want to see more and follow along with the rest of our journey. We will see you guys again tomorrow, and I hope that you have an amazing day. Bye-bye.